back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Go! They're on the 17-yard line.
Check my line, right? On the line, right? You better be.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Mahomes will try again on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He finds his target, Beckham. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down now, it's Jackson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Set. 60 outlaw.
Nice, sweetheart. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, check 20.
Hold.
Check 31. Check 31.
Look, squeeze.
Watch the twins.
He'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. 30 base.
56. Good track. Good track.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. From 3 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Here's Sanders, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Here's Mahomes to throw, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Leo!
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Sam off. You got tight.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught inside the 25. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Let's go now. 50, plant. Hey, wahoo!
Mike's 50.
On play action, they'll throw. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Hey, Charlie. Mike 50. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Mike 50. Mike 50.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Raiders 14, Chiefs nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Heavy, heavy, got heavy. Watch 10. Yellow. Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check Mike 99, Mike 99. Here we go, D. Go. Defense all day, all day. Check Mike 99, Mike 99.
Now here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Watch 44, watch 44. Watch safety 3. Watch
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Too little, cut. Color. Check my alpha. Okay, double.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we'll put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now Washington. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They run with Washington. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
60 Pittsburgh. 56. Hey, lock it. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Deep river.
They run from the shotgun with Washington. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, exit.
He'll drop to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
A run for Nick Chubb. Up past the 25 to the 26. A gain of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I got 15. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Tight dog. Say.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Watch the whip. Yellow.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Ready. 60 or.
Watch the screen.
Hey, Delta.
25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
What you got? What you got?
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Yo, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Yo, go, go.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
2nd and 10. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shout along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
You gotta step it up.
43, 43. Yellow.
That's a what?
To throw, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Down. 18 Gator.
Here we go. Here we go.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Check, 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 check.
Hard. Smooth. Hit it.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught inside the 5. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Look, squeeze.
Under crunch. Check 99. Check 99.
Bravo.
56, the mark, boys. 50, go.
2nd and 3. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and goal at the 3-yard line.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They'll throw now on the final play. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Right back to Washington. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Stand.
They're going to look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 40. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
Go! 60 Pittsburgh.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Stop.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Deontay Foreman, the intended target, out of the backfield. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On the ready.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 23 yards the pickup there. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. On 1st, here's Washington. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. DeAndre Washington, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
There we go.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
6 guys.
Chubb. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Staying on the ground with Washington. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Ready? Mike's 56. Hey, Alpha.
56. Mike.
Hey, Sam R.
56.
On 3rd down, here's Washington. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A game of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 30 on 2nd down, Mahomes, it's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs, 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Well, they had done a really nice job on him through 3 quarters plus, but you just had that feeling eventually he was going to get loose.
And this is why coaches always preach that it's a 4-quarter game, right? It gets trite for us. It gets trite for the fans. But this is exactly what they're talking about. What you did before was terrific, but will it stand up if you start giving up big plays as we saw there?
Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this one will kick out of bounds, so they'll hold on to it inside the 10-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
You're out. Check 50.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Darren Lee picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chiefs 21. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. They complete it to Hill. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
180! 54 Mike. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Hey, what's that? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Okay.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Check. 54. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. 3rd down here. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Mahomes now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Yellow. There's a little lady.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight your right.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Switch. Kill.
Running it, Washington. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Oakland, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.